played a lot of Dead by Daylight, or really just any amount of it, you probably wouldn't describe the game as relaxing. It's been described as scary, buggy, unbalanced, stressful, silly, but really not relaxing. I'm here to share how my relationship with this game has grown, and how I maintain my peace in Dead by Daylight. I am not here as a killer main, or a survivor main, or a casual player, or a competitive player. Look at me. Look at me. I'm talking to you as a human who wants to enjoy this game to another human who wants to enjoy this game. When I started playing, I had no idea how to handle loss or failure. I would judge killers for their playstyles, I'd argue with survivors in endgame chat, I'd run strong builds spitefully. I used to react so strongly to a bad game that I would cry or end stream. These are indicators that you have an unhealthy relationship with the game, and that you can't handle things not going your way. Here are some ways that I've greatly increased my enjoyment in Dead by Daylight. Number 1. Do not be restricted by rules, labels, or expectations. We've heard of the killer and survivor rulebooks, the unwritten but loudly shouted rules that each side is expected to follow. These rules, respectfully, they're bullshit. You should feel free to play who you like, run what you like, and do what you like. Same with when you declare yourself as a killer or survivor main. These labels can help you understand yourself better, but there's a point where you start disliking the other side for being other. I play who I want to play, how I want to play. I'm not afraid of tunneling, camping, or slugging. On the flip side, I'm also totally willing to just have fun with the survivors or killers. I am not bound by the label of casual or competitive. I just exist. My playstyle and rule set can be summed up as matching my opponent's energy. If I feel the need to tunnel, then I'm assuming that the team has enough mechanical skill or game sense to know how to handle and protect their teammates. If I feel the need to pre-drop pallets or split gens against a killer, I'm assuming the killer can handle it. In the same way that I don't allow expectations to limit me, I hold no expectations for my opponents. I never expect people to go easy on me or change how they play for me. I simply allow the match to go in the direction that it will go. Number 2. Hold on to the good, let go of the bad. If I've had a particularly bad killer match where the survivors were outplaying me or had the better perks or the better map, that sucks. I do get frustrated. But I let that negativity and frustration wash over me and pass me by. I hold no hate in my heart for that Swift that brought me to RPD or that night that slugged everyone. I also never argue in endgame chat. There are no winners walking out of an endgame argument. Just say nothing or say GG and move on. Arguing will only increase your misery and frustration. I never let a bad game affect how I play in the next trial. If I'm so frustrated that I can't let go of it before the next game, then I log off altogether. I do my best to avoid fueling the cycle of negativity that we fall into so easily. And when I have a good interaction, I hold on to that as closely and as dearly as one of my guinea pigs. Those strong chases, the awkward moments where you find a survivor hiding in a bush, the staring at the moon with a friendly Myers. I play empathetically, and with respect for the other humans that I play with or against. I don't play this way because I expect kindness or respect in return. I play this way because I want to, and it makes me feel good. Number 3, set your own win conditions. I started enjoying games a whole heck of a lot more when I realized that these arbitrary win conditions the community sets don't actually mean anything. As a survivor, if something that I did led to someone else's escape, that's a win. As a killer, if I've killed 2 people or gotten more than 6 hooks, that's a win. And when you reframe your perspective like that, suddenly you're winning a whole lot more of your matches. I've gone even crazier and have had win conditions like collect every item in a trial or protect a hex totem from getting cleansed. Who's stopping you? The entity? She's too hungry to do anything.
Roar! Jesus Christ, Aaron, fine! Fuck! Alright! Roar!
Number 4, do not treat this game like a job. I boot up Dead by Daylight when I feel like playing it. I don't play every day. I don't play because there's an event. I only play if I genuinely want to do so. You are a person with free will, with control over your own free time. If something isn't bringing you joy, you do not have to engage with it. Introspection can be a valuable tool here. If you ask yourself how much you've actually been enjoying the last 10 or so trials that you played, and your answer is less than 5, maybe it's time to get off for the night, or take a break altogether. But no amount of playing more will magically make those bad feelings go away. The line between a hobby and an addiction is drawn by your ability to walk away. Do not allow this game to consume your life or your mind. You are not your actions. You are not your thoughts. You are in control of yourself. Oh, how I love music. It makes all the bad feelings melt away and the good feelings better. I don't care if it leaves me at a disadvantage because I can't hear audio cues. It keeps me relaxed and it helps me avoid getting stuck in my own head if a game is going poorly. Those silent moments during a rough chase or while you're stuck on a hook give you a lot of time to think about what you did wrong or be bitter about what's happening. I don't give those thoughts any time of day and I drown it out with lo-fi or instrumental songs. Number 6, allow disagreement to happen. There is no objective approach to this game. You can't say for sure that the game is killer or survivor-sided. You can't name a truly correct way to play. You are going to have beliefs and thoughts about the game that differ from the norm or from what your friends or content creators think. That doesn't mean everyone else is wrong. You do not have to be mad when someone says that X perk or killer is strong or weak. You can believe what you believe, and your experiences can be valid, and other people can have their own opinions. All of these facts can exist at the same time in harmony. If you spend all day arguing in DBD Discord servers about why Premonition is actually an overpowered survivor perk, that will lessen your enjoyment of the community, and by extension the game. Number 7. Play what's fun for you. I do not run meta perks because I personally have more fun with chase and meme perks. But I know that some people genuinely enjoy running strong builds. Your choice of killer, survivor, perk build, or offering shouldn't be dictated by what you technically should do, but by what you want to do. Number 8, listen to the story of the trial. I've said it a few times before, but I'll say it again now. Every single DBD match tells a story of teamwork, betrayal, greed, struggle, and so much more. I learn from the decisions and mistakes made by my opponents. For example, I saw a ghoul player that was overcommitting to a fang. My first thought wasn't, wow, this dumb killer is making bad decisions. It's, I've overcommitted to chases before as a killer, and then I got upset when gens got done so quickly. But the truth is, if you only chase one survivor, then gens will fly. I listened to the story that was playing out and I learned from it. I like to stay engaged with the game because there is so much experience and things you can learn if you're just paying attention to the people around you. Why did that killer down you so quickly? Why are gens going so slow? The more you know about what's going on around you, the better you'll be at adapting and enjoying games more. Number 9, play both sides. On the topic of gaining perspective, I think that the closest thing to an unbiased opinion in this game is that of a person that plays both killer and survivor. You need the perspective of your opponent in order to understand their decisions. And understanding why someone is doing something is way better than drawing your own conclusions. Because I play a lot of Survivor, I now avoid calling aggressive flashlighting survivors toxic because it's just a way to slow down the killer. Because I play a lot of killer, I don't get mad when I get slugged or tunneled when there's only one gen left, because I know what that's like. Having more perspective improved my experience with the game. And if you're scared of solo queuing as Survivor, you should join my Discord server, linked in the description. Number 10, being an optimist. I used to complain constantly during matches about chases not going my way or not getting the perk value I wanted. Now, I do my best to rephrase and reframe frustrating aspects of the game. A chase is going too long? Well, I'm glad those pallets are out of the way. That'll be really helpful for me later in the game. This survivor is looping me really well. I could probably learn a thing or two from them. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of aggravating things that can happen in the trials. But while you're not in control of what happens in the game, you are in control of how you react. Number 11, be whimsical. This one is hard to put into words, so I can just describe what the feeling is. Whimsy is when you and a survivor are staring at each other in disbelief after your teammate's disconnected. Whimsy is the excitement of seeing someone use bardic inspiration. Whimsy is seeing a killer or survivor nod back at you. This game is meant to be fun and silly and so very human. Before we move on to the conclusion, I'd like to thank the wonderful people supporting the channel monetarily. Thank you Herp, Pirit, Uxie, Ulrin, Katz, Nelson, Hammock, Bashi, Fajitas, Gwen, Fluffy, Sousa, Timo, Mazer, and Servid. This has been a video I've been wanting to make for a while. I talked about how to deal with frustration, but I haven't really talked about how I'm able to relax while playing what should be a very stressful game. I manage the impossible, and I am certain that you can too. I do not make these videos to start arguments about bullshit that doesn't matter. I make them because I see a lot of people not enjoying the game they play a lot, and that makes me sad. I love Dead by Daylight. It's my favorite game in the world, and I have a lot of fun playing it. That is what video games are for. They're meant to be an escape from the real world. They're meant to be something that makes you smile and laugh and feel good. Remember to get some fresh air, show love to your pets, and be kind to yourself.